you're famously a Royal Navy reservist at a very senior level these days. But you were engaged in helping train up Ukrainians years ago.
Yes. I mean, people often say that we're not prepared or resilient as a nation. We have been training Ukrainian armed forces for years. I was involved in that operation in 2015, actually as Minister for the Armed Forces. And we have been working alongside them, teaching them how to defuse bombs, medical skills, but also how to use the types of equipment that they're using at the moment. But what people don't know is that in addition to that, we've also been training up their civil servants as well. And a lot of the civil defence that you're seeing after terrible bombing, people going in, helping save lives, put the water supplies back up, all of those things, and all of the civil service support that's needed for that. We have been helping train them do that as well.
You also put your hand in your pocket as far as Ukrainian refugees concerned.
I'm one of a lot of MPs who are also opening their homes.
Yeah, I was talking to Robert Buckland about it the other day. He too has done it. Why is it easier for you guys and not for Joe and Joanna Public? There are hundreds of thousands of people out there who want to do the same thing. And one of the most consistent criticisms of Her Majesty's government has been, I want to help, you know. Why can't I get that refugee into my spare room? And
you can say that about a lot of other areas as well. The frustration with politics is that people have answers, they want to contribute and help, and quite often bureaucracy stops them. We're in the same place with visas and those
But maybe Jacob Rees-Mogg was right in Bethany's News. If everybody was back at work, maybe it could be processed better and more efficiently.
I think that might be true for the DVLA. But I have to say, the Department for International Trade, we are top of the league table with civil service.
I did notice that.
But I think you're right. And we have to... This is a new scheme that's been stood up very quickly. What we've got to do is make sure it's continually improving. Visas are starting to come through. I've been involved with getting visas for people a month prior to the war actually started. Things are improving. And we also need to be sharing good practice and ideas. We want to make people, when they're here, feel as comfortable and remove stresses for them. So things like setting up a bank account, those sorts of things. We need to share good ideas and I
don't do gotcha, as you well know, and I never have done gotcha with anybody, let alone you. But basically, we could and should and will do better on clearing that backlog of refugees, Ukrainian folk who want to come here.
Everything we do should be about continually improving. And I'm always listening to the experiences of my constituents. Through my own process of getting this young lady over from Ukraine and the paperwork that needs to go with that, I'm constantly feeding in to departments, and they're responding to that. So a lot of people have stepped up. I want to thank them for that, and we need to make it as straightforward as possible for them to do that.